Hey guys, I'm Bhagat Singh from Secure.com, and today we're going to be talking about skincare. There are a number of things that you should keep in mind when you're trying to take care of your skin. So the first thing is to keep it clean. I noticed that when I either don't keep my face clean or when I sleep face down on a pillow or bed sheets that are, a little bit old, that I get some acne. So the number one thing is to just keep your face clean. The second thing is you want to eat that type of food which is going to be good for you in the long term. And this is something I've also noticed, that when I don't, eat clean, when I eat sugary foods, then my skin breaks out. So you want to eat clean. You want to keep your face clean. It's better to have a clean face than to have a dirty face. It's better to keep clean. It's better to keep your body clean than to, leave it dirty. But a clean face isn't everything. Eating clean isn't everything. If you recognize your responsibility, then the priority goes to your responsibility. If you recognize what your purpose is in this world, then the priority shifts to your purpose. Because you want to keep your face clean, and you want to look your best. But at the same time, that's not the highest priority. The highest priority goes to your purpose, your responsibility in this world. If your responsibility gets you in that type of situation where you cannot maintain the best skincare, then you don't worry about it. And here, when I say responsibility, I'm not just talking about like any responsibility. I'm not suggesting that you ignore your body in favor of other things. What I am suggesting is when you find something so high, so good, that you're unable to take care of your body, then be okay with that and focus on that task. So when you're cleaning your skin, you have to keep in mind how oily it is and how dry it is. If your skin tends to be oily, then it's okay to use soap to clean it. But if your skin tends to be dry, then I would avoid soap. The saints, they don't worry about their skin because they have found their purpose in life, and so they are very focused on that. So you also have to recognize that there are bigger things than skincare. And so you know, it is better to keep your skin clean. It's better to take care of it than to not take care of it, because keeping it clean and taking care of it takes priority over letting it go. You know, if there's nothing else going on in your life, if you're lazy, you need to get up and go take a shower. But, you know, if you've got lots of things going on that are bigger than you, then it's all right. It's okay to let go of these things in pursuit of greater things. So personally, I don't worry much about skincare. I do try to take care of it as much as possible. And if I do break out, I'll clean the area and I apply some mustard oil to it, which I heard has some antibacterial properties. So like if my skin breaks out, I'll clean it with soap and apply some mustard oil to it. If your skin is oily, maybe that's not a good idea. Skincare starts with being okay with your body. We have this disease. It was always there, but in our current age, it has been amplified due to technology and things like that, where people do not feel comfortable in their own skin. Despite looking absolutely beautiful, they still feel the need to modify parts of their body. And this manifests in men and women differently, but you know, it's there in both sexes. The number one thing that we need to be mindful of here is, are we taking care of our skin while being okay with our body? Or is that something that is coming out of a resistance to what we currently have? Is it coming from a resistance to the present moment? Is the act of washing your face coming from a place where you don't like how you look? Or is it coming from a place where you accept the way you look and you just want to take care of it and to keep it clean and things like that? This is something you have to be careful about, because the mind has a tendency to very easily start rejecting the gifts that we have received. You see all these actors who and you're watching them and you think, hey, I want to be like that guy. But that guy is, you know, has his own insecurities and he cannot accept his body the way it is. And then they're doing all kinds of things to modify their appearance. And if you're aware of all this, you feel kind of sad because you realize it's totally unnecessary. If you're someone who has accepted their body and face and skin, you realize how destructive this attachment to your appearance can be. So your sights have to be aimed at the highest possible way of being. It has to be aimed at your purpose in life. It has to be aimed at your responsibility. Because if it's aimed at appearance, then it will tend to go into this destructive mode, where it may not be as destructive as what we're seeing with these celebrities. But it may be destructive in other ways. It'll make you unhappy. It'll not let you rest and, be at ease with life. And, if you're not at ease with life, that's going to show up in your relationships. It's going to show up in your studies, at your job. So you want to be careful with focusing on your appearance. You want to be careful with that. And you want to put your focus on Seva and Simran, on responsible actions and meditation. Find out what you can do in this world that will make it a better place. And start locally. Start with yourself. Start by changing your habits. Start by changing the things that you place your attention on. Start by changing your surroundings. Start by changing the media that you consume. Watch those videos that are going to place your focus on something bigger, on something higher, your higher purpose. Watch that content. Listen to those types of songs. Because when you have that purpose, then you will not be pulled away by the self-destructive capabilities of your mind. When you place your focus on your higher purpose, you will be more fulfilled in life. And so you won't seek out these types of things that have to do with material things like your appearance or how much you make and things like that. You'll be fulfilled by simply being. And then when you're in that place, you can do pretty much, you can take care of your body, you can take care of your face. Exercise, strengthen your body. And if looking at people who have beautiful physiques, if looking at these people inspires you, go for it. But keep a part of your attention on your higher purpose. Just keep a string attached to your higher purpose, and then from there, take your actions. And then the actions you take, there will be wisdom behind them. So I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, or if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, I'll see you later.